Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings, everybody. This morning, I'm at work and grateful, man. Just really grateful to be up here. I come up here for peace of mind sometime when I first get to work. It's usually dark. So I come up here, I look at the lights of the city and I look at, the treetop and whatnot, those that have been up here with me. It's pretty nice view, And so, I come up here and get a little peace of mind, a little quiet besides hearing the humming of the air conditioning units. And, I shared with you all the other day one of the situations going on with a young brother, man, that I've known for, 20-something years, who's locked up, Lil Pop. And he has an enlarged heart, is beating entirely too rapidly, and ailments like his eyes are going bad. He's shrunk up. He's about 5'7", short, but he's muscular, loves to work out, full of energy, and he's only 39 years old. And that's it's hurting his spirit. Just as much as it's hurting his body. So. Most High willing, he's going to go through with the surgery, which is risky. They told him it's 50-50. But I'll keep you all updated. Hopefully I'll speak to him tomorrow. I'm definitely, trying to stay in touch with the prison system and those down there with him. Greensville to stay abreast. So keep them in your prayers. And just want to update, people on what's going on. The other night, Tuesday night, I was blessed to be able to sit in a meeting with some real giants in DC, in the non-profit community, the not-for-profit community, Brothers Huddle, Brother Frank Muhammad and Kareem Muhammad, a few other brother who teaches sewing and how to work, graphic designs and print press. He's bringing that trade to Potomac Gardens, which is a blessing, because a lot of guys, have their own shirts, their own designs, and that's good income, but there's also a lot of positive messages being put on shirts. I mean, it's okay to wear labels, it's okay to go around wearing labels, that's okay, but if you can invest in yourself, if you can invest in your own designs, your own ideas, and get those you love and your community to invest in you, then you can be the next label, right? So brothers bringing that to Potomac Gardens. Another brother, man, who was, he's good with martial arts. He teaches martial arts. And for years, he was actually escorting children from schools to their homes through terrible neighborhoods in DC. And one of the guys who was a teacher at the school asked for the guys to help. And the brother, walked the children home, and not just the guy's children, other children home, and then got a crew. And Kit doing this, and this program is taking on a life of his own. So now he's being approached by some, officials in DC, man, to turn this into a viable program. And so we sat down and we met a few other people. One brother worked for the electricians union and said he wants to bring the apprenticeship program, right? And myself and a couple other guys, we came, and we're trying to establish another mentorship program, talking to young boys and young boys and women from the ages of 9 on up, about life's choices. And so, that'll be something that we'll be starting soon. I'll start another paint project, painting 3 of the rooms in the offices to bring in the print press program, and working on another room to begin the mentoring program and a few other programs. So I just wanted to bring you up to speed, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying the process. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard. One of the things that I've wanted to do is, I'm at work, so hold on. Good morning, yes ma'am. All right, give me a minute. One of the things that I want to do, or have wanted to do, and I've done a little bit, is speaking to the juveniles in various institutions. And I've been to one in Alexandria, a landmark. I've spoken to the youth on the Zoom meeting, and I want to continue to do that with the help of one of my cousins. She's one of my biggest fans and advocates, supporters, Shawnette, love her to death. She's going to help me try to get into some of the schools, junior high, high school. There was a stabbing of a youth 2 weeks ago in one of the charter schools, KIPP charter schools, and the young guy was being bullied for 2 years, and supposedly, and he got in a fight with one of the guys, and when he ran, the guy fell to the ground and he died. And I know one of the sisters that actually is a teacher in the school, and I asked her to reach out to the principal, and ask him, would he like me to come and tell my story? Because a lot of these youngins don't know, what they're facing, those split-second decisions. They say, the school has metal detectors, but the guy would hide a knife outside because the guys would, push up on him outside, for years. And the guy's father supposedly came to the school after his death, and he admitted that he had heard about the bullying, but he was scared to tell, because of this snitching code in the streets. And I would have, if I was in that position, and I've seen it and I've done it in the prison system with regard to bringing guys together, I would have, if possible, got in touch with the guy's parents, the other guy's parents, the bullies, quote unquote, parents. And that's only because I don't know the guys. I don't know what their history is, their background, what they're going through is. But a young man lost his life, so that's what I'm trying to do. That's something I'm really, really passionate about. I love what I do. I love being a maintenance man. Like I said, I love painting, a little bit of construction, a little bit of carpentry, so forth. So I love that. That's okay. But in my heart, I feel that my life's goal, in destiny, is to work with the youth, and even the older people. I mean, whoever I can help. I mean, I really don't mind. I'm a foot soldier out here, and a leader in my own right. We all are. But I'm a foot soldier. I love to work. I love to be out here with the people. And so that's one of the things I'm working on is establishing this mentoring program in this other neighborhood across the street from Potomac Gardens, while still doing work with the youth of Potomac Gardens. With that said, one of the things that I don't do is I don't ask for money. People that know me know this. I mean, many of you all have been following me for a long time, and I put up some videos. Some of you see me on social media, Facebook and Instagram. You see what I do when I go over to these neighborhoods, man. The kids come out, and we've done some wonderful things, man. We've done the trash pickups, cleaned up, and the kids, even if I'm not there, they got to the point where if they don't see me, a couple days later, they're asking one of the brother Frank, one of the sisters, Miss Courtney, can we pick up some trash, and I love that because that's the seed, that was the intention, not only of establishing this, making this something, but it was also a seed that I wanted to plant in their minds where we can clean up our own neighborhoods. We don't have to always wait for the government to come by on certain days to dump trash and pick up trash. Now we can clean up our own neighborhoods. We need bags, gloves, and little, grippers. Painted the room, the reading room in Potomac Gardens for the Sister Courtney to read and teach the children reading. Beautiful room, the kids saw it and they immediately came and helped, and footage, many of you all have seen the footage, they love it, and they ask me, what do we paint next, so when I start painting these other rooms, I'm gonna let a couple of them help, man, because that's what I love to do. We took them to Costco Park, Louise Costco Park, and we've been blessed, man, to have some donations closed from some non-profit organizations, man, and we've been blessed to have books donated from a lot of you all out there and some money. I come out my own pocket a lot, Sister Courtney comes out of her own pocket a lot, Miss Danielle, Miss Sandra, these sisters, man, they come out their pockets and we buy food, a lot of food, gas money, etc. And so I'm saying that to say that, I don't like to ask for anything, but for the kids, I will, because, there are things we want to do that we just can't do. I have a job, I have a car that I got to maintain, a small apartment, you know, and everyone has what they have to maintain. So, and there are many of you all who have asked, what can I do? You know, can I donate money? Some have asked me for my Cash App, and I've never sent it because I don't like to ask. I really don't. Too many people out here got their hands out in front of stores and don't need the money. You know, too many people out here giving people money that don't really need the money and they not using it wisely. But, you know, I show what we do. I show what we do. I document what we do. You know, I log what we do. So one of the things that we want to do in the next month is take the children to DC Zoo. Many have not ever been to the zoo and live less than 15 minutes from the zoo. It's amazing to me, man. We have to as parents, and I don't have children, but in general, we have to as parents, uncles, cousins, aunts, you know, siblings, man, get the kids to the zoo, get them to some of these pet farms, let them become familiar with nature, walk them in the woods so they're not scared of everything, you know. We don't mind harming people. We don't mind disrespecting one another. We don't mind beating and bullying one another, but we're scared of squirrels. It's madness to me. We have to become one with nature. We are a part of this. This is a cycle for us, right? So we want to take them to DC Zoo. We want to take them to the African American Museum. And we want to take them to the Smithsonian Institute, you know, along with a couple of museums, the Air and Space Museum, and just on these nature hikes. You know, and so these are things we want to do. But the zoo, that's a passion, you know what I'm saying, that we want to do within the next month, no later than, you know, November. So if anybody who's watching this, anybody desires to donate, you know, if it's clothes, books, whatever, let me know, DM me, you know what I mean? I'm on Instagram, Khalid Kareem 75. You can DM me, you know, and we'll go from there. We communicate. If you want to send a couple dollars, that's a blessing as well. You can cash at me at $ Khalid, Khalid, Kareem, Karim, and the letter Y. Again, if you want to send $1, if you want to send $2, whatever, it's a blessing. It'll be used wisely and with gratitude, truthfully. You know, this is Lessons Learned. This is, you know what I'm saying, you know, my nonprofit. You know, I work in tandem with and for Brothers Huddle and with anybody out there, you know, and, you know, everybody who's already donated, and people have donated financially. And like I said, that's what allowed us to take the kids to the park, to the eatery, you know what I'm saying, to Sweet Tooth, you know, and look out for them and take them places, you know. So that's what we're trying to do. Gas costs a little money. Food costs, when they're getting in the zoo, gonna cost a little money because their hot dogs and their chips are not free. So again, if you want to donate anything, you know what I'm saying, you have our gratitude, you have our, you know, love, our appreciation. The Cash App again is $ Khalid, Khalid, Kareem, Karim, and the letter Y. Again, I'm grateful. You know, I'll definitely mention you all who do. I'll never mention, you know, what anybody does, like how much, you know, but I always mention, you know, those that do. You know, I have a list, and I post it on Facebook and Instagram of those who have sent clothes, those who have sent books, those who have sent just, you know, well wishes, man. You know, you all, like I say, a family, because if I'm not talking to you sometime, you know, or I don't hear from some of you all, certain ones, I'm like, how they doing out there, you know? So I appreciate you, and you do the same for me. So, you know, it was a short piece today. It was an update on what we're doing. We out here, we working in these streets, you know, and shout out to all those out there doing something. Real talk, shout out to you, man. I don't care if you checking on your grandmother every day, you checking on your grandfather. If you going over your siblings' house and checking on your niece and nephews, man, that's big. If you checking on your siblings, right, that's big. If you checking on cousins or family, you know what I mean? And if you being checked on, reciprocate that, man. Check on each other, man. This is a hard world. People are dying every day, man. I look at Facebook, and you have people losing friends like 40 years old, 35 years old, 30 years old from COVID. It's dangerous, man. It's hard out here. And emotionally, we look okay on the surface, but inside, man, we at war. You know, we at war. So please, if you can add to somebody's day, you know what I'm saying, a smile, you know, how you doing, you know, be as happy for others, you know, as others have been happy for you, you know, be a blessing to others as others have been a blessing to you, you know. So I thank y'all, man, from the heart. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. May the Most High continue to guide and bless us and protect us and our loved ones. And with that, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.